Shortly after the release of the well-received ATV racing game Pure, BlackRock Studios began working on an ambitious new title with Split Second. And now that it's here, it's time to find out if the team has learned from the mistakes and built upon the successes of its last game. At a glance, Split Second looks like a pretty standard racing game, but what sets it apart are Powerplays, which are traps that the player can activate with precise timing to wreck the rival racers. These traps consist of exploding vehicles, wrecking balls, collapsing bridges, and occasionally some shortcuts. There are also a few power plays that can drastically change an entire section of the track altogether. All of the power plays look amazing, and there's a huge sense of satisfaction when a well-timed power play wrecks several of your opponents at once. But unfortunately, they're all scripted events, which means they become predictable and repetitious very quickly. Not to mention that the novelty of it all can wear off after just a few short hours. Split Second revolves around the first season of a TV show where drivers compete in a series of events that ultimately lead to a winner in the season finale.
Over the next 12 exciting episodes, contestants from around the world will battle it out on the track with the aim of qualifying for the chance to race the Split Second Elite.
It's a unique and interesting concept for a racing game, but unfortunately, it just doesn't quite live up to its potential.
Next time, strap in for the Split Second Mid-Season Spectacular. You really don't want to miss this one.
There are intros to each episode, but there isn't much here that make it actually feel like a TV show. There are a lot of things BlackRock Studios could have done to expand on the premise. For instance, a bit of commentary during the events could have really made Split Second stand out, and more character and plot development would have helped the player to actually care that they're taking part in a show. The lack of these things doesn't take a whole lot away from the experience in the long run, but it's definitely a missed opportunity that I hope they improve upon if there's ever a sequel. Race and elimination events make up most of the time you will spend with Split Second, but the more enjoyable events are the ones completely exclusive to the game. Survival events have you racing behind semi-trucks and dodging explosive barrels as they fall from the back. Airstrike events have you dodging missiles as they shoot from a helicopter, and air revenge events allow you to actually take down the helicopter by deflecting the missiles back at them. These modes are all unique and a lot of fun. I just wish there were more of them. This could have been the perfect opportunity for boss fights using the same dodge and deflect mechanic from the air revenge events. As you play through each episode of the season, you unlock new vehicles, but what's disappointing is the game's lack of customization here. You do have a couple color choices when it comes to the cars, but that's about it. The game doesn't even allow you to choose where the decals you get from unlocked achievements are placed on the car. This may sound a bit nitpicky, but honestly, more color choices and the ability to customize your decals really isn't much to ask for. Even with its repetitious nature and missed opportunities, Split Second is a heck of a lot of fun as a single-player experience. But where it all falls apart is when you cross over into the realm of multiplayer, where the experience becomes shallow at best. The game lets you choose between private or public races, elimination, or survival events, but other than picking the game mode, you don't get any control over your online experience. The game does have a level up system based on your wins and losses, but there are no rewards for leveling up other than a different number on your car. And without any real incentive for you to play online, the number of players online suffers greatly. This is the same issue BlackRock had with the multiplayer in its last game, so it's even more disappointing that they haven't learned from that mistake. Split Second does try to make up for it with a decent-sized single-player campaign, and those who want to get first place in each event can still get a good amount of time out of it. but unfortunately, because of its lackluster multiplayer and tendency to get predictable and repetitive, the overall package lacks in replay value. Despite these issues, Split Second is certainly an exciting and fast-paced racing game with stunning visuals. But with a plethora of missed opportunities, it all leads to a game that simply doesn't live up to its full potential. Because of its unique concept and thrilling gameplay, Split Second would definitely make for a fun rental, but due to its issues, it just isn't quite worth full price to own it. For the latest video game reviews, money-saving promotions, and to learn about upcoming Gamer Lounge events, visit thegamerlounge.net.